guard play, and we've got two good ones. Wichita State guard Xavier Bell against Memphis guard P.J. Haggerty.
Xavier Bell, the local kid, comes home, and he's continued to improve throughout his career at Wichita State. And P.J. Haggerty putting together what a lot of people consider to be an All-America type season. He's been terrific.
Haggerty is the fourth leading scorer in the nation. 21.5 points per game. Memphis dressed in their road black. Wichita State sporting their home whites. And the Shockers control the opening tip.
Bijan Cortez, number 55 in white, was feeling under the weather. It was a game-time decision. Said there was a flu going through this Wichita State team. Good to see him out. They're going to need him today against a really talented Memphis team.
Bell throws up a wild shot, and Memphis on the move. Miss. Rebound Cortez. Memphis wants to play fast. They're top 40 in the country in tempo. Leaner is short, collecting his own miss. DeGray can't finish.
Subscribe.
Starting five for the Tigers: Rogers, Haggerty, Hunter, Jourdain, and Danger. This is the 9th time this season they've started this group together. They're 8-0 in the previous 8. Danger off balance. Rebound Shockers.
Shockers have a big fella in their own right. Quincy Ballard is not small, and that is going to be a matchup that we're going to have to keep an eye on throughout the course of this game. Danger has to get into his body, but Ballard really strong in his own right.
There's the starting five for Wichita State. They're on a 3-game winning streak. They've won 3 straight conference games for the first time since 2021. A block and a foul, and this will put Bell at the line to shoot 2 and maybe open up the scoring.
Able to get the switch they wanted. Jourdain, the terrific defender, but Xavier Bell, extremely left-handed. We're going to be able to take another look at it. Look how he holds him off. Sticks his foot out, maintains his balance. Jourdain gets a little bit off center. It's a nice move by Bell, the local kid.
87% foul shooter. He had 12 points, but 7 turnovers in the last game for Wichita State against UTSA. What does Paul Mills need from Bell here today?
What you've already seen. Assertiveness on the offensive end, getting to the cup, and then trying to find ways to get his Wichita State team to the free throw line. This is not a Shocker team that shoots the ball incredibly well. They have to manufacture some points inside the painted area. That's where Bell thrives.
Shockers are coached by Paul Mills in his 2nd season. He was the head coach at Oral Roberts from 2017 to 23. Took them to the Sweet 16 as a 15 seed in 21. Nice pass underneath, and it leads to a dunk, and that's what Memphis does.
Terrific short roll decision. Danger gets it. Lane line extended, gets down, little look away.
Subscribe.
By the big fella.
Dunks and threes. That's the Tigers game. Jourdain had the finish. Runner from Cortez sneaks over the front lip.
I love Cortez's patience in the pick and roll. He understands he's got the guy behind him. I would have liked to see him be a little bit more patient, but even so, gets downhill and shoots a little floater over the top of the big man, Danger, who's too worried about getting back to his guy.
Hunter pull up short, rebound Wichita State.
Subscribe.
From the top, Washington a 3. And Hunter claims it for the Tigers. Both of these teams had over 50 rebounds their last time out. Danger, leaner, that's pretty.
It's the crazy thing about Danger, he's so good at finishing with either hand inside of 8 feet. And if you watch him play, it's hard to tell, unless he shoots a jump shot, if he's right-handed or left-handed.
Subscribe.
Just really, really good touch for a fella so big.
He is 6'9", 255 pounds. 8 to shoot for the Shockers. Washington slicing, and he draws contact and a whistle.
Dan Danger's made a couple of decisions, either attacking the rim or in short rolls. As you see right here, nice move, short roll situation, little lefty finish from right at the free throw line. And then a couple of possessions prior to that, making the pass when multiple defenders come to him. He's a really nice player. He's got his hands full. I'm sitting here looking at him and Ballard beside each other. Ballard, serious size at the 5 position.
This is a new roster for Penny Hardaway at Memphis. Only brought back one player from last year. Danger brings that winning pedigree. Won a national championship at Baylor. Won a bunch of games at Illinois. What does he add in terms of leadership?
Subscribe.
I think the big thing is been there, done that. And he understands, like, if I get in this area, I understand I have scores around me. If you think back to those teams at Baylor when they won a national championship, Bijan Cortez is no longer feeling foolish. He has been really good attacking the rim.
Danger underneath with the hammer.
How good is that? But back to the original point, you know, Dame Danger, he understands how to play with really good players. If you remember that Baylor team with Jared Butler and some of those other guys.
Ballard with the counter on the other end. It's a dunk fest here in Wichita.
James, I need to get out of your way, throw my tongue over my shoulder, and let this game breathe a little bit, because my goodness, both of these teams are scoring quickly.
Corner 3, it's in. Colby Rogers, this is a homecoming game for him, transferred to Memphis from Wichita State.
You hear the boos, too. Welcome back, Colby Rogers, but that's what he does. Big-time shooter from beyond the arc. Hit almost 100 of them last season.
Cortez has been assertive, not that time underneath. Haggerty, Danger running the floor, batted away, and it'll stay with Memphis when we come back. We've reached our first media timeout. Shockers by 1.
Bijan.
Subscribe. 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 Subscribe.
New Roxon Gel, the first
Subscribe.
FDA cleared ED treatment available.
Is that Willie? The life I love is watching b-ball with my friends.
Subscribe. Subscribe.
To cap off the old-fashioned three.
Subscribe. 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 Subscribe.
DeGray struggling with his bounce. Ballard against Cisse. Beverly draws a crowd. Open look, McGinnis. It'll stay on this end with Wichita State. But the Shockers' leading scorer, Xavier Bell, almost 15 points per contest, is saddled with 2 fouls on the bench.
Subscribe.
And that's tough, but here's the thing about Wichita State so far. We're 6 minutes, 39 seconds into this game. Like, they're finding looks. The problem is, so far 0 of 4 from 3, 3-11 from the field. You got to knock down some shots because Memphis is going to give you opportunities from the perimeter. But you have to take advantage of set opportunities.
The Shockers are 11th in the American in three-point shooting, just 31% as a team. They've started 0 for 4. Deep in the timer, Cortez flashing free. Washington hoists an air ball. That didn't draw any iron, and it's a shot clock violation forced by that hounding Tigers defense.
But again, you get into the paint, you can get decent looks, and Corey Washington just has to be able to finish that one over the top. It's just there's a lid on it early, and the weather's cold outside. Shooting's been colder inside so far.
Shockers have started 3 for 12, 25% from the floor.
Subscribe.
Hunter got it. Corner three is money.
That young man can shoot the basketball. And I'll be honest, I'm a little shocked that he's as well-traveled as he is, because he starts at Iowa State, Big 12 Freshman of the Year, goes to Texas, has a couple of really good years. He's been outstanding here at Memphis, just playing his role and taking shots when they're open. But he is a terrific shooter.
Ballard doesn't get the bounce. Flying in, Washington nudges it through.
Corey Washington's a big-time athlete.
Subscribe.
Hunter. Rebound, Washington. What do you like about Washington's game?
I think his length, his athleticism, how he plays the game, and his intensity, there's a lot of contact.
It's out of bounds off of the Shockers. Memphis basketball when we come back. 8 minutes in, it's tight here in Wichita, Kansas.
Thinking of updating my kitchen.
Subscribe.
Yes. This year, we are finally updating our kitchen. Doing subway tile and an ivory or eggshell. Cream, maybe bone. Don't get me started on quartz. Big island. You ever heard of a waterfall counter?
For everyone who talks about doing that thing,
over there,
but never does that
sweet
thing,
little breakfast nook.
Chase has financial
See how
guidance.
you can start saving to make this happen.
Really?
Really.
At home or in
You could
person.
also check out a Chase Money Skills workshop.
That's guidance from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
This tax season, do more than just catch up. Spring forward with a free 5G phone with select Straight Talk plans.
Subscribe.
So you can spring for those new sneakers they need. Oh, those are nice. The unlimited streaming he needs. And with Straight Talk, spring for something you never knew you needed. Spring forward with real unlimited data and get a free 5G phone with select plans on America's most reliable 5G network. Find us at Walmart and StraightTalk.com.
All right, trainees, let's say Glenn is a customer.
I'm a customer in this scenario.
What do we do?
Protect what's important to him.
And how do we do this?
We help with car, home,
Both.
RV coverage.
Great, apply coverages. Because you never know what life is going to surprise you with at 90 miles per hour.
Did Coach say 90?
Push him out there.
You've got this, Glenn.
Am I going to feel this? I felt that.
Is he okay?
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
Oh, he's moving.
Chat, how are we feeling about the pancakes?
Pretty mid.
You know what's mid, Bree? Your aura.
Dad.
In the time it takes you to master the slang,
Bussin'.
you could have bought a Hyundai on Amazon.
Subscribe.
Boomer alert!
Introducing new Eroxon Gel, the first FDA-cleared ED treatment available without a prescription. Eroxon Gel is clinically proven to work within 10 minutes, so you and your partner can experience the heights of intimacy. New Eroxon ED Treatment Gel.
Subscribe.
This is TGL presented by SoFi. 24 of the best players in the world, no, the universe, pitted against each other 3 versus 3. 6 teams in a first-of-its-kind arena. We added shot clocks, mic'd up players, playoffs, overtime, and you get to watch it all on ESPN, baby. Keep up. It's golf.
Subscribe.
Well, it's been kind of an up-and-down year for Wichita State. They started 6-0. Best start to a season since the 1920 campaign. Then they lost 7 of their first 8 in league, but now they're hot again on a 3-game winning streak. The defense has been much better.
Well, it has to be, because it's not necessarily a team that can really score the basketball. And if you look up and down their statistics and all their analytics, one thing that Paul Mills has done, he's gotten his team to buy into controlling their controllables. And what does that mean? Not turning the basketball over, controlling the glass, and then finding good shots. Now, making those shots, completely separate deal. But at least you're finding quality looks, and we've even seen that here in the early going of this one.
Cortez all the way to the rack, had it denied off the window. Cisse with the block.
My goodness.
Cisse will throw it down. The catch and the finish from the big.
He grabbed that before it hit the shot clock. Unbelievable.
Subscribe.
Just straight off the vert, you see the display of his athleticism. Terrific block. Look at how Memphis is swarming to the basketball right now. Switching a little bit. Matchup zone. To get somebody to the middle or knock this one down. That helps.
Washington's wide open. Shockers have missed their first 5 threes. Haggerty navigating. Danger rebound. Hunter a clean look. No. And Washington claims it for Wichita State.
This game has had a weird flow to it. They'll get quick shots, they won't make them, and then the game slows down, and then we hit a 3 in the corner, and then we miss it.
Washington underneath, blocked, blocked again. Follow no, Cisse is all over the glass.
Man.
Carter, Euro step, flips it up, wild shot. Boy, they are letting them play here at the Roundhouse. NASCAR tempo. McGinnis. Rebound Memphis.
Subscribe.
Shockers are 0 for 7 from downtown.
This has not been a pretty opening, but that doesn't mean it hasn't been entertaining.
Who does that favor?
I think, to be honest, that favors Wichita State, because if neither team is making shots, try to grub it up, make it a little bit ugly, keep it low scoring. You mentioned in that previous graphic, if Wichita State keeps this game below 70, that's going to give them a chance. So I think that favors the Shockers more than the Tigers.
Cisse with that last basket extends the run to 12-2 for Memphis, and they have an assist on every single one of their makes. 8 field goals, 8 dimes, 6 to shoot. Cortez throws it up. Got it down.
That's such a tough shot by Bijan Cortez, and he's had a couple of these in the early going. If I'm Coach Paul Mills, I hope A.J. McGinnis gets going. He's really the only guy on this Shockers roster that is strictly an offensive shooter type deal, and you better get over to help.
Cisse with another slam.
Coach Paul Mills furious at Harlan Beverly, and he's correct. Like, whenever that ball moves, as it's in the air, you have to jump over to help side. Harlan Beverly has to do a better job of understanding where the ball's at and getting over to help side, because there are guys that can really finish around the rim. And Moussa Cisse has been electric early in this game. Look at this block coming from behind, the length, the wingspan, and very same possession. They push it down on the other end. They throw it up. How he catches this ball, beyond me. But excellent catch and finish, and I thought they could have had a little harm with the hoop there. A big-time athlete. Moussa Cisse is so impressive physically.
And what a luxury for Penny Hardaway to bring a guy like that off the bench.
Subscribe.
6-point lead for Memphis on the road.
Xavier Bell coming back into this ballgame with 2 fouls. They need some offensive punch. Harlan Beverly's trying to give it to him as well.
The Miami transfer, his first basket. Highly touted prospect out of high school. Trims the deficit to 4. Xavier Bell is number 1 in white. Playing with 2 fouls.
Subscribe.
Danger. Double cups. A heave tracked by a Tiger. He's on the line. It's a turnover. That is the first turnover of the game for Memphis.
That was terrific defense. Corey Washington coming over. Talk 6'6", 6'7", just does winning stuff. Sees Danger turn his head away from the middle of the floor, and he converges. Makes that decision getting out of the double team that much more difficult when you close off your body to where all the action is.
Subscribe.
As muddy as this first half has been, both teams have valued the basketball. That's a foul on Tyrese Hunter. fourth Memphis team foul, the first on Hunter. 4-point lead for the Tigers.
They're salty, they're sweet, balanced breaks can't be beat. Fruit and nuts for you, natural cheese and crackers too. All together in a pack, the delicious balanced snack.
Subscribe.
Sargento. We're real cheese people.
It's the Ashley President's Day sale going on now. Feel the freedom to get your best rest ever with up to $200 off adjustable bases. Plus, you can snooze now, pay later with 0% interest for 60 months. Shop more deals in-store and online. Only at Ashley.
Introducing new Eroxon Gel, the first FDA-cleared ED treatment available without a prescription. Eroxon Gel is clinically proven to work within 10 minutes, so you and your partner can experience the heights of intimacy. New Eroxon ED Treatment Gel.
Is juicy chicken your thing? Is spicy hot honey your thing? Introducing new KFC Mike's Hot Honey Chicken. If that's your thing. Just $7 or share it for $25.
Hey, my treat today.
Thank you. But I don't think they take that here.
Of course they take Discover. It's accepted at 99% of places.
99%? I didn't know that.
You're stuck in the past.
Subscribe.
Unlike me.
You look rad.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide. Earn cash back at all of them.
Good luck dealing with this team when they get repetition and right.
Two of the greatest to ever lace them up.
It's Saturday primetime in a Sunday showcase doubleheader on ABC.
You see, toe fungus is not just an embarrassing cosmetic problem. It can also be dangerous. Even small spots can spread and get worse. Drugstore remedies and prescriptions just don't get to the root cause of your fungus. That's why this simple 2-minute hack has gone viral. You can check it out at crystalflush.com. It works by deeply penetrating and disrupting the cellular structure of the fungus. Thousands are literally wiping their fungus clean and showing off their toes again. And now you can try it totally risk-free. Go to crystalflush.com.
Guys, stop dressing like this. Dress like this. This is the perfect polo for any occasion, and the comfort and stretch are unmatched. The signature firm semi-spread collar adds a touch of sophistication and class, but still gives you that everyday comfort with the relaxed fit. Easily elevate the look by throwing on one of Collars & Co.'s sweaters, and because of the design of the polo, it'll look as if you're wearing a dress shirt underneath. Head over to Collars & Co. now to elevate your style and comfort. Use code TV for 20% off site-wide at collarsandco.com.
And James, we're going to take a look at some pick-and-roll defense for Wichita State. And up in that top right corner, you're going to see Harlan Beverly. Musa Cisse goes up to set a screen, and Harlan Beverly right above the A right there. When that ball moves forward, he has to follow the ball in the air. Too late is he coming over and help side, and a terrific pass by Rogers. You've got to get over there earlier. Paul Mills was beside himself, and if he moves with the basketball, that ball never gets in to begin with. You can front the post, you can do a lot of different things, but Musa Cisse doing a nice job setting a screen and getting to that cup quick, and they know how to get him to rock inside of 8 feet.
Subscribe.
6 points, 3 rebounds, and a block already for Cisse off the bench. Shockers with possession. They line up a three, and it's in. Bochniak, the Croatian, drills it from deep.
I love it. Bochniak, a little bit older, coming over, deciding to play some college hoops. Started his career, or not started, but played last season at Sabona in Croatia. A guy named Drazen Petrovic played there.
Subscribe.
1 point game. Wichita State still hanging around despite the cold shooting. Just 1 for 8 from 3. Bell's on the floor with the ball with 2 fouls.
I always find it encouraging when you're not shooting the ball well and you're still hanging on, because you're going to finally get yourself some opportunities. Exhibit A.
Bell slicing and scoring, and Wichita State's on top.
Subscribe.
Hard pass, corner 3, lock and load. It's in and out, and Bell claims it. Bell against Hunter. Lost the handle. Timeout, Wichita State. That's a veteran play by Xavier Bell. He was screaming for that timeout. It's a 30. We're back in a moment. Shockers by 1.
Tap into Etsy for home and style finds like custom shelving for less than $50 to make more space. Or linen robes under $75 to get you cozy. For affordable pieces to help you welcome big changes, Etsy has it.
I'm thinking of buying a house.
A house? By yourself? Are you sure?
I don't know anyone that owns a house.
It's a big commitment. Hey, if you can make it work.
I got this.
Shockers have got something going offensively. They've taken a 1-point lead.
Matej Bochniak, I love the skill of this young man. 21 years old. He's good with his back to the basket. If he can knock down some threes, that's certainly welcome. But we know what this guy can do. Xavier Bell. He's all left hand all the time. You got to take that left away from him. But when he gets there, so difficult to defend.
Wichita State's on a 7-0 run over the last 2 minutes. And Memphis hasn't scored in almost 3 minutes.
Subscribe.
Shockers have won 3 in a row. Memphis, 12 of their last 13. Washington on an ISO play, spinning, blocked, and Haggerty pulls it out of the pack for the Tigers. Baseline, Rogers, an air ball, and a whistle. And a foul called on a box out.
That's just Dane Danger being really big and running the floor.
Subscribe.
And staying after the offensive glass. Corey Washington gets switched off with that crackback block out. Got to try to work your way around. That's not an easy task with Dane Danger.
It's the first on Washington. Hunter pulls the trigger and splashes it home.
Does he ever look like he's in a rush? I've seen 10 to 15 games with this Memphis team this season. And Tyrese Hunter, this Memphis team will play fast, and it'll look a little unorthodox at times, but he's the guy who never loses his composure. When he catches a ball, everybody takes a deep breath, and it helps when he can create his own look as well.
And maybe the most improved shooter in all of college basketball. Bell, threes offline.
Oh, no.
Washington still trying. Volleyed off the glass, and Memphis claims it. But Tyrese Hunter shot.
Subscribe.
27% from 3 his freshman year at Iowa State. He's over 40% this season as Haggerty gets on the board. That's his first basket.
Don't let that man get going. An electric score. And last season at Tulsa, that was his ordeal. If he could get inside about 17 feet, he was deadly, shooting a much better ball from beyond the arc this year, though.
Big steps from Beverly. Danger with the block. Washington continues to fight down low.
Absolutely attacking the offensive glass.
Pull up Rogers off the mark. Wichita State on the move. Bell weaving, and a foul called on Danger. Shockers have 8 offensive rebounds on this end.
They're going to have to create those extra opportunities because they're not shooting it really well, but just relentless on the offensive glass, as you alluded to. Nice drive by Beverly. Danger just cleaning up the mess. But Corey Washington, even though he's struggled 2 of 9 from the field so far, 9 rebounds, assuming the most of those are offensive, and I'm correct, 5 offensive rebounds for Washington. You talked about, ran into some NBA people, looked at Corey Washington a little bit. They like the fact that he does winning stuff. Now, some of these other things, he's going to need to shoot the ball better, this, that, and the third, but he's lengthy, he's athletic, he attacks the offensive glass. You got to have guys do those other things, and that's where he specializes.
Wichita State with their 3rd blunder. Hunter forces. Cisse a rebound. Stick back, no. Ballard and Cisse really battling on the interior. Washington knifing in, and he draws a foul.
Man, Mr. Effort. The people of Wichita have their favorite player, at least so far today. Corey Washington's has his foot on the gas and not letting up anytime soon.
6 points, 9 rebounds for Washington. He had 18 rebounds in a game earlier this year against East Carolina. That was the most by a Wichita State player since 1999. Coming up at 3 Eastern on ABC, number 3 Texas. They host number 5 LSU at the Moody Center in Austin. It's a matchup between two of the best teams in the SEC. Texas is 25-2, led by Madison Booker. 17 points, almost 7 rebounds per game, and she can stroke it. 44% from 3 this year for the Horns.
Subscribe.
Shockers with the steal. They jump the route. Cortez probing with the left.
This is
Hunter.
insane.
Pitches it ahead of 3. Rebound to Gray. It is a track meet. Cortez. And Wichita State's back on top.
I love a little chaotic hoop. No need for coffee. We're before noon local. The people of Wichita fired up, and it's not because they're hitting shots. It's because they're doing everything else. The fact they're up 1 right now is a minor miracle to where they're shooting the basketball, but it's all those extra effort plays.
7 on the timer. Hunter against Beverly. 3 to shoot. Checks with his coach. Danger. Leaning. Whistle. Shot clock violation forced by the Shockers defense.
Being the best takes hard work. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs.
Let's get started. Bill, where's your mask?
I really tried sleeping with it, everybody, but I'm done struggling. Now I sleep with Inspire.
Inspire?
Inspire's a sleep apnea treatment that works inside my body with just a click of this button.
A button?
No mask?
No hose?
Just sleep.
Yeah, but you need the hose, you need the air, you need the...
Inspire, sleep apnea innovation. Learn more and view important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
Walmart Plus. It's Walmart plus free delivery. Because cooking food is a lot more fun than shopping for it. It's Walmart plus an included Paramount Plus subscription to stream Dora, so your daughter can learn Espanol.
Delicioso.
Plus, you get 25% off at Burger King. And that's 25% more savings to put towards things you need, like napkins.
Delicioso.
Our thoughts exactly. Basically, it's Walmart plus more ways to save. Walmart Plus. It's Walmart Plus.
Final 4, here we come!
Chuck, I hope you're earning double miles on gas with the Capital One Venture Card.
Breaker, one Nana. It's Chuck a Truck and the Sweet 16 Wheeler back on the road again.
On the road again?
Just can't wait to get on the road again.
Is that Willie?
The life I love is watching b-ball with my friends.
And I can't wait to get on the road again.
On the road again.
Can't wait to get on the road again.
Life I love is watching b-ball with my friends.
I can't wait to get on the road again.
Hey guys, there's a change in the air.
2 changes.
2 changes.
The 3-row luxury TX, because everyone should feel like the center of the universe.
Introducing new Eroxon Gel, the first FDA-cleared ED treatment available without a prescription. Eroxon Gel is clinically proven to work within 10 minutes, so you and your partner can experience the heights of intimacy. New Eroxon ED Treatment Gel.
USAA. You could be eligible if your spouse, parent, or even your grandparents served.
That was it. You're in.
Subscribe.
As a veteran, I'm already in. USAA. Are you eligible?
Josh and Zubin coming up on the Jeep Halftime Report. We'll take a look back at a fantastic Saturday and kind of get a big picture thought from Coach on where Memphis stands moving forward. How do you see him today?
I think two things today for Wichita State. The possessions right now favor Wichita State. The slower the game, the better for Wichita State. Secondly, the coach of Wichita State, Paul Mills, smart move to get Xavier Bell back in the game with 2 fouls. No need to save him. Not against Memphis.
His Saturday standout might surprise you. The answer at the half, guys.
All right, thank you, fellas. Poor shooting in this one. It's been kind of ugly. 35% for Memphis, 31% for Wichita State. But you and Coach both think that favors the Shockers, and Memphis has started 5 for 9 from the floor. Since then, they've missed 7 of their last 9 field goals.
Yeah, Wichita State's done a nice job of just staying in front and being physical on the interior when Memphis is able to get into the paint. But I agree with Pascal. Look, there's no reason to save Xavier Bell. Get the guy in there, and if nothing else, he provides a little bit of gravity on the floor as a guy who can potentially hit some shots.
Beverly pulls, can't hit. Ballard on the follow.
Wichita State says, I got my own big guy. Quincy Ballard.
That was the 9th offensive rebound for the Shockers.
Subscribe.
Okuje throws it up. Wild. Ballard with the rebound. Beverly. Shockers by 3 with possession. Nice find. Open look for Washington. It's there. His 18th 3 of the year.
Subscribe.
Washington State, we talked about, can you stay in the game when you're not hitting shots? They're eventually going to fall. Keep finding those opportunities. Keep rebounding.
A tussle underneath. Beverly pulls it out. Beverly with the cut, the find, and a foul.
Shockers starting to really play with some rhythm. And they're doing it by getting out in transition. But the previous possession, you get inside the paint. You don't rush your decision. Terrific decision by Cortez. And then DeGray, baseline drive, baseline drift, and Corey Washington is getting rewarded for his effort. It's been terrific on the offensive glass. Shot's good for his 10th point. 1 rebound away from a double-double already.
Here's our ACC Big 12 Big Monday doubleheader on ESPN. Cooper Flagg leads number 3 Duke against Virginia at 8 Eastern.
Subscribe.
Then Caleb Love and number 13 Arizona. They take on Baylor. The race in the Big 12 is on at Foster Pavilion in Waco.
That guy's good. So much fun to watch is Cooper Flagg. He has put on a special type of season.
Expected to be the top pick in the upcoming draft. Missed 3 from Memphis' Rogers.
Subscribe.
Beverly around and out on the 3. And the rebound, Haggerty. 7-point Shocker lead. 80 seconds left in this first half. A rushed 3's off the mark. And Memphis is 3 for 11 from downtown.
And they're not getting second opportunities. Wichita State has done a phenomenal job of cleaning the glass on both sides of the floor. Out rebounding Memphis by 8.
Subscribe.
In this first half.
Beverly. Shockers are 2 for 12 from downtown. Under a minute left in this first half. Quick hands. Haggerty trying to take out the trash. Miss. Rebound. Wichita State. Washington, big steps. And a foul called on a Tiger.
This is chaos. This pace of play,
Subscribe.
the shot making has been minimal. But both teams flying up and down the court trying to find early opportunities. Memphis taking an elongated gathering right before the free throw. But Corey Washington, man, you want to talk about a coach's dream as far as his effort level, his attack of the glass, how he gets to the rim. But I'm not one to beat around the bush, James.
Subscribe.
He hasn't been able to throw it in the ocean here in the first half. Wichita State, the entire team hasn't been able to throw it into the ocean in the first half.
Washington is 3 for 10 from the floor. Somehow, some way, he is one rebound away from a first half double-double. Memphis hasn't scored in 5 minutes. Timeout on the floor. Wichita State by 7. We're back in 30. Final half minute when we return.
Forgot to moisturize?
Subscribe.
No, you didn't. Introducing our first ever body wash for 24-hour lotion soft skin straight from the shower with millions of micro moisture droplets. Try new Dove body wash.
Other sausage brands use non-meat filler. That's just non-good. Keep it real, people, and keep it juicy.
Boogie woogie jam slam, bust the dialect, I'm the man in command, come blow with the sounds of the mighty.
26 seconds left before we break for the half. Wichita State here at home up by 7 on the 14th ranked team in the country, and Corey Washington has already extended his streak to 14 straight games in double figures.
Guy started his career at St. Peter's, and here's the thing, made the MAC all-rookie team, and then didn't take a three-pointer his freshman season. His next season, his sophomore year, goes 24-78, so there is some improvement. It's not broken, but that's kind of the missing piece for him so far, but I love the effort that him and the Shockers are playing with.
Memphis can essentially hold for the final shot. And a Wichita State foul committed with 8.5 seconds left. That's only their 4th team foul. They call it on Cortez.
Haven't been a whole lot of whistles blown on either side of the ball. Referees have let them play. It's made for some pretty entertaining game. Not shot making, but entertaining.
It has been frenetic.
Subscribe.
Hunter turning the corner and one. That's a big-time basket. That ends a 5.5 minute Memphis scoring drought.
It is so tough to guard a team with 2 elite scoring guards on a sideline out of bounds. You see Hunter come there, and then you can't leave Haggerty, so he gets a free lane, and I'm not sure he meant to do that. Goes up right, taps it with his left, ball goes in. Better to be lucky than good. Memphis needed it. They haven't scored in a while. Wonder if Josh Pastner taught that shot whenever he was at Memphis.
Just get it to the glass. Hunter has 10 of Memphis' 27, by the way.
Saw Jose Alvarado have some of those shots when Pastner coached him at Georgia Tech.
Caps off the old-fashioned 3. Cortez on the run. Spinning, hoisting a 3. Almost got it. And that's how we end the first half. Wichita State has built a 4-point lead here at the break. It's 32-28.
And it's all been effort-driven. Offensive rebounds, cleaning up the defensive glass. That's where Wichita State has flourished. They finally were able to knock down a couple shots towards the end of the half.
Coming up after the break, it's the Jeep halftime report with Zubin Mehenti and Josh Pastner. 4-point lead for Wichita State here in Shockerland.
Look at him, streaming direct TV without a satellite dish. Just living it up.
Did you see how fast that guy found the game? He hardly struggled at all.
You know, every day is a struggle for us pigeons. Meanwhile, he's flipping through channels faster than a peregrine falcon. Ugh.
You know, I dated a falcon once.
Who, Janice? She was a common barn owl.
Not to me, she wasn't.
Find your games easy. No satellite dish.
You know, I still play cards with her mom.
Subscribe.
Was that necessary?
No, neither is a blown weekend. With Paycom, employees do their own payroll, so you can fix problems before they become problems.
Get Paycom and make the unnecessary unnecessary.
Why do 80% of NFL players choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Because the higher my sleep IQ score, the better I play. But that's not the only reason.
He likes his side firm. I like my side soft.
Sleep Number does that. Effortless comfort all night. So sleeping on a smart bed is why you can play like this?
Yeah, because I also like to sleep cool.
And I like to sleep even cooler.
And I really like it when we both get what we want.
Sleep Number does that. Introducing the new Sleep Number Climate Cool smart bed. Sleep up to 15 degrees cooler on each side. Visit a Sleep Number store near you.
Get in on buy 1 foot long, get one free right now in the Subway app. That's right, buy 1 foot long sub, get another free. Deals this good usually come with a 2-year contract. Grab the deal online or in-app with code FLBOGO, only for a limited time.
Pickleball Slam 3 is here. Former teammates turn bitter rivals.
I'm coming to take my trophy back.
I'll be facing one of the greats of the game, and also Andy Roddick.
Pickleball Slam 3, live only on ESPN.
You know how important a garage or a shop is. It's where good things are built and broken things get fixed. I started Brunt in my home garage because the workwear industry wasn't working for my buddies in the trades. These guys deserve a brand that actually stands behind them and listens to their needs.
We're a little bit bigger now, and so is the garage. Every week, our team gathers at the Brunt garage and we open up for our customers and local workers to hang out, get feedback on our products, and be part of what we're doing here at Brunt. We're building something better.
Subscribe.
This is a keepsake frame. This is actually a photo from my wedding. I'm Adam Weiss, founder and CEO of Keepsake, the mobile app that makes it easy to have your photos printed, framed, and shipped to your doorstep. You just choose a photo that you love, you can preview it in over 100 frames, and in a couple of days, you're gonna receive your photo in a beautiful, handmade frame. So if you've got a special photo on your phone, install the free Keepsake app. We would love a chance to frame it for you.
Welcome to the Jeep Halftime Report.
Subscribe. Subscribe.
Juicy.
Jump to the jam, boogie, woogie, jam, slam, bust the dialect, I'm the man in command, come.
Eat Lux your way with the new $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes from Taco Bell. The $5 classic box is iconic all
Subscribe.
Over. The $7 Supreme box has your decadent favorites and then some.
Dewey, bring pastas and kielbasas, and seriously.
Subscribe. 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 Subscribe.
Incredible accomplishment. Congratulations, Coach Izzo. And did not take the three out.
No question about it. So all three of those were pretty darn impressive, but it didn't make the cut for your Saturday standout. So who or what did?
Zubin, the Saturday standout was Wisconsin. Is anybody talking about Wisconsin?
Not really.
I mean, Gray Gard could be in consideration for National Coach of the Year. They go into Purdue and win on the road at Purdue. This team is really, really good. They've got multiple weapons on the perimeter. Gray Gard said, I'm forgetting the swing offense. I'm going ball screen continuity, spacing the floor, letting my guards create, giving more freedom, playing a higher tempo. John Tonje is a guy competing against Braden Smith for possible Big Ten Player of the Year. Wisconsin is a team that can make a run the rest of this regular season and into March. They've got a lot of weapons both on the perimeter and in interior. And listen, when you want to win, it's about ball security, which they do. They defend without fouling. They defensive rebound, and they're making three-point shots at a high clip.
No question about it. So that is the deal for Wisconsin, who came up big on the road at Mackey Arena on Saturday.
They had 3 turnovers at Purdue. You know how hard that is to do? Come on now.
At that place, no doubt. Speaking of 3, number 3, Duke, fresh off their win over Stanford, will be in Charlottesville in Arizona, as we mentioned, off that tough loss to Houston, will be in Waco.
Ashley.
Subscribe.
So far today, and he's had his hands full with both Dane Danger and Musa Cisse, but he's played really well. And then Corey Washington has been a menace as well. 10 points to go along with 11 boards. And Wichita State has done a fantastic job of defending P.J. Haggerty. Haggerty today, he's one of the best scorers in college basketball, but so far 1 of 8 from the field, only 2 points. They've done a nice job of containing him and getting back in front of him in transition.
Tyrese Hunter has 11 for the Memphis Tigers, 11 of their 28. Had a big and one right before the half. Both teams around 30% from the floor. Memphis 3 for 11 from 3. Wichita State 2 for 12. Shockers are on a 3-game winning streak. They've won 3 straight in league play for the first time since March of 2021. Looking for their first top 25 win since that same season. Another deflection. Memphis struggling to get the ball into play.
It's been tough to get their guys in position to make those plays because Wichita State is extending out their pressure and doing a nice job communicating on the defensive end as well. Nice pass.
Danger with the dime and Jourdain with the flush.
Hey, Danger gets in that short roll. Pretty good. He can hit the shot from about 8 feet out. It's his second no-look pass for a dunk here today.
A 3 from Washington's offline. Hunter pushes tempo for the Tigers. Circles baseline, bounces. Quick hands, stays with the Tigers on this end.
like this. You get a pick and roll high, and then Dane Danger in short roll has to make a decision if that guy comes up. Nice job. Reads the defense. Terrific cut by Jourdain. That's about as easy a bucket as you're going to have today.
Haggerty hunting his shot, still can't hit. He's 1 for 9 from the floor, and a foul on the rebound.
Subscribe.
Called on Ballard of Wichita State. Penny Hardaway looking on in his 7th season, became the 6th head coach in Memphis history to reach 150 wins with their victory at USF midweek, 80-65. He's 11-2 against this Wichita State program. Rogers hooks. Danger gives it up. Haggerty underneath. Jourdain with another flush.
I like Nick Jourdain. I think he does a nice job moving without the basketball, finding gaps around the rim, and his teammates starting to find him.
Timeout on the floor. Memphis has scored the first 4 of this second half. We're deadlocked in Wichita.
Introducing new Oroxon Gel, the first FDA-cleared ED treatment available without a prescription. Oroxon Gel is clinically proven to work within 10 minutes, so you and your partner can experience the heights of intimacy. New Oroxon ED Treatment Gel.
If your family's anything like mine, every day brings in dirt and messes. Sit back, relax, and leave the deep cleaning to the pros.
Easy.
Subscribe.
You really should make yourself one.
Unbelievable. Nespresso. What else?
Maybelline, New York. Sky High Mascara. Our brave cadets.
Buckle up.
Will go to limitless lengths as they launch lashes sky high. Maybelline, New York.
Being the best takes hard work. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs.
They're salty, they're sweet, balanced rates can't be beat. Fruit and nuts for you, natural cheese and crackers too. All together in a pack, the delicious balanced snack.
Sargento, we're real cheese people.
I'll only be gone a couple days, Rumi.
Yay.
I put all the important contact info on the fridge.
I know how to get in touch with USAA. I can file a claim or chat right in the app. USAA, Auto, Home, Life, and Bank.
Subscribe.
At Denny's, the Everyday Value Slam is better than ever. Starting at $6.99, choose from our new brioche French toast, a stack of pancakes, or biscuits and gravy to make every day extraordinary. The Everyday Value Slam now with brioche French toast, only at Denny's.
This is the moment the magic happens. Celebrate Valentine's Day with Ferrero Rocher. Smooth chocolate and crunchy hazelnut, wrapped in gold. Happy Valentine's Day from Ferrero Rocher.
Subscribe.
Feeling healthy by leaps and bounds. Making a dinner that makes their whole day and giving your best friend the best nutrients for their best life. Science did that.
It all comes down to one game. 4 nations, 1 champion.
2025 4 Nations Face-Off Best on Best is back.
4 Nations Face-Off Championship game. Thursday at 8 on ESPN and ESPN+.
Subscribe.
Larry Finch was the Memphis guard from 1970 to 1973. Was the first black Memphis head coach, 86 to 87. Coached some really standout players, Penny Hardaway, Elliot Perry, the late Lorenzen Wright. There's their All-American selections in Memphis program history, and he coached several. Penny Hardaway rebuilt this roster for this year and said he was more selective with his transfers that he brought in. It's panned out. They're 21-4.
Well, he took last year's American Conference all-conference team, basically. All the guys that still had eligibility left, and they play really well together, and they understand what this league is about. Look at all those All-Americans right there from Memphis. I think P.J. Haggerty, even though we haven't seen it today, he has a shot at becoming another one along that long list.
Haggerty's been held to just 2 points. He averages over 21 per game. So we're on the front court.
I'm sorry for interrupting you right there, James, but this is what you will see sometimes from Memphis. They'll extend out their full court pressure and try to get you to speed dribble up one side of the floor, turn you back into a trapping defender who's oftentimes trailing the action. Try to get a couple of turnovers when offense has been a little bit of a struggle.
Shockers have taken care of it today. Just 3 turnovers. They had 22 in the first meeting between these two teams. An 8-point Memphis win and a Memphis foul. Washington jets baseline and he throws it down.
I love it. And I love how Bijan Cortez is getting his guys involved. His patience has been really good, and that's not good for Wichita State.
That's a foul on Bell. That's his 3rd personal.
Cortez brings that extra defender. Terrific bounce pass. And Corey Washington. Pretty easy done. Underrated thing here. Quincy Ballard's holding Dane Danger away from outside. He's trying to seal Shore, but when he sees a guy coming in, go ahead and maintain that seal. Easy flush.
Free throws true for Tyrese Hunter. With that jam from Washington, he has his 7th double-double of the year. Here comes Beverly into the lineup for Bell, who sits for a while with those 3 fouls.
I'm curious how long he sits, because to me, maybe calm him down a little bit, get him in after the next media timeout. He's too valuable to what you have to do offensively. You're going to have this extra ball handler when Wichita State's getting pressed.
Here comes the Memphis pressure.
Bijan Cortez never quits moving. He handles the ball. He's got a bit of a herky-jerk game. Not the quickest, but he just keeps you off balance all the time.
Subscribe.
He does not have a turnover in this game. He had 10 in his last 2. Quick passing. An air ball. Ballard, Johnny on the spot, and he's fouled.
Pass or a shot, doesn't matter, James. Just pick one. But Ballard, right place, right time. Get to see the big fella take a couple of free throws.
Fouls on Haggerty. That's his 1st personal. 12 Wichita State offensive rebounds. Ballard's a 57% foul shooter. And he rattles through the first.
This is my first time seeing Ballard in person. And I saw him when he was at Florida State, and he didn't get to play much under Leonard Hamilton. He comes a couple of years ago to Wichita State. He redshirts that season, so I missed him then too. But it's pretty alarming to see a guy with that kind of size, his lower body. He's got big legs, broad shoulders, really big. He moves well. Is he the most offensively skilled? The answer is no, but he does provide a lot of value because of that athleticism at that size. It's pretty impressive to watch.
Transferred in from Florida State. Corner 3, Haggerty. Offensive rebound. Landed the trees. Hunter lost it. Then a foul call. It'll be on Wichita State. And that's going to be on Ronnie DeGray III. It's his 2nd. 4th team foul already in the first 3.5.
We're going to be able to take another look at it. The ball slips away from Tyrese Hunter. And DeGray got the ball first. That's awfully close. But that's a bang-bang play. And, of course, the referee's just trying to goes over his foot there. That's a tough foul call.
Pull up, Rogers in and out. And a foul on the rebound. That's on Cortez. That's already the 5th Wichita State foul in this half.
I was curious how long it was going to take P.J. Haggerty to find his way to the free throw line. This is a guy that trailed only Zach Edey last season in free throw attempts. He just has a unique way of getting to the free throw line. And on a day where he's struggling offensively to make any shots, the last thing you want to do as a Shocker is put him there and let him find some rhythm.
Subscribe.
Because he's done everything else. He has 6 rebounds. He has 5 assists. Not a single turnover.
Look at this pressure.
Beverly gets it across the midcourt line.
Nice job. Wichita State just getting it across. You can get back into your action. Quick pick and roll. And all they're doing is switching over the top anyway. You're going to have to find a way to get in that paint.
Cortez, scooper. Tapped around.
Subscribe.
DeGray, runner. Banks it in.
Coming down to 50-50 balls, James. That's what it's been so far. Oh,
what a pass and the dunk from Cisse.
An incredible pass, but I got to marvel at the catch. Moussa Cisse caught that below his knees and was able to finish.
That was poetry in motion. Cortez weaving. Tangled up with Hunter and a jump ball, and the arrow keeps it with the Shockers on this end.
Subscribe.
Little pick and roll action. Tyrese Hunter, he hit some shots in the first half, knocking down some threes, but here in the second, creating a little extra for Memphis. Terrific pass on the roll. Cisse, terrific catch. And that guy, I like to say that's fairly athletic. Memphis playing better.
This is the beginning. This is the...
What do you got there, Larry? Time machine? You gonna go back and see how the pyramids were built or something? Nope. Ellen and I want to go on vacation, so I'm gonna go back to last week and buy a winning lottery ticket. Can I come? Only room for one.
How am I getting home?
Sitting on my lap like last time, Ronald.
Fine, but I'm bringing this.
All right.
Or you could try one of these savings options.
The right money moves aren't as far-fetched as you think.
There it is. See? Told you it's gonna all work out. Thanks, future me.
Y'all make sure I'll get 3 for $5 because they ain't advertising it, honey.
Oh, we're advertising it. Get 3 pieces of our crispy, juicy signature chicken for just $5. How's that?
Just go to Popeyes.
Subscribe.
Hey, Meta, what is this artwork?
Comedian by Mauricio Catalan, worth $6.2 million.
What? Whoa. That's a $6.2 million banana. Are you kidding? We need to find you another banana. Bananas.
Gentlemen.
What a place you have.
Who eats art?
Think you're supposed to say, hey, Meta. Like, hey, Meta, who eats art? And then Meta would say, Chris Pratt.
Hey,
Subscribe.
Meta, call my lawyer.
USAA for the military community and their families.
Cut. Sam, I really need to feel that USAA service. Gronkier.
Grunkier. USAA. You could be eligible if your spouse, parent, or even your grandparents served.
That was it. You're in.
As a veteran, I'm already in. You? I wouldn't get your hopes up, son. USAA. Are you eligible?
I'm savory.
Subscribe.
I'm sweet. Your family's favorite treat. Natural cheese for you and your favorite cookies too. With Chips Ahoy! I'm tasty. I'm fun. Balance breaks for everyone.
Sargento. We're real cheese people.
A Chewy order is on the way for Radar. Who knows that sound means kibble, squeaky toy, and birdseed. Delivered fast at prices everyone loves. For low prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Subscribe.
You never want to lose your edge. And the Lexus RX completely understands that.
Introducing new Eroxon Gel, the first FDA-cleared ED treatment available without a prescription. Eroxon Gel is clinically proven to work within 10 minutes, so you and your partner can experience the heights of intimacy. New Eroxon ED Treatment Gel.
It is March Madness, baby. Let's go!
There's nothing stopping them right now.
This is just spectacular.
Subscribe.
This celebration is on. Undefeated South Carolina has won its 3rd national championship.
March Madness begins March 19th.
Coming up at 3 Eastern on ABC, number 3 Texas. They host number 5 LSU at the Moody Center in Austin. It's a matchup between two of the best teams in the SEC, a combined record of 50-3. Kim Mulkey's LSU team looking for a big road win. All that scoring power that they have, 3 players over 17 points per game. We've got a good one here. Memphis by 1, 41-40. Wichita State has been fueled by 13 offensive rebounds. A trap in the hot corner. 5 to shoot. And the Shockers turn it over for just the 4th time.
That's one you have to have. When you're struggling to generate offense,
Subscribe.
Gray needs to come up with that one. You need to get an easy layup, but how about the trap? Cisse, Haggerty, 2 terrific athletes, one with more length than anybody knows what to do with, and the other that has just been hounding the basketball defensively. Terrific job, Harlan Beverly, just maintaining his composure.
Subscribe.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running. That's why at Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies and fast delivery. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Paul Mills improved. Have to be happy.
And to your point, that's only his 11th made 3 all year.
And that's really the only thing he doesn't do, because he's always rebounded well. He's always passed the ball incredibly well. It's just he hasn't been the most assertive guy when it comes to shooting the basketball. But you notice who's at the free throw line right now, a guy who struggled knocking down field goals. He can knock down free throws. We know that for a fact. That's how a guy like him gets his rhythm.
He's an 80% foul shooter. Tied at 43.
Subscribe.
Wichita State looking for their 4th win in a row. Memphis has won 12 of their last 13 and 8 straight, which is the 7th longest active streak in the country. Spotting for a 3, in and out from McGinnis.
Needs to stick his landing. I thought McGinnis, who's a good shooter, don't fade on your shot, don't run out of your shot. Go ahead and stick that landing. Give yourself the best chance. It always drives me crazy as a shooter. I see guys shoot and they back out of their shot, and it forces it to shoot it a little bit flat. Makes it a much more difficult finish.
Hunter, no. Ballard, rebound, push. A foul on Memphis. That's their 4th foul of the half.
I really like what Paul Mills of Wichita State head coach is doing. And he's allowing his Wichita State team to run and play, but if there's no early option within the first 7 seconds, they're dragging that ball back out to half court and running offense that takes 20 to 25 seconds to find a shot. And by doing that, you're taking Memphis out of their comfort zone, and they're losing any kind of rhythm that they've been able to gather.
Washington, wild shot off balance, and Cisse clears.
I sing the praises about good offense, and then that happens.
Right on cue. Stoppage of play. Might be a clock issue. But Paul Mills here at Wichita State is in his 2nd season. They went 15-19 last year. They're 14-10 this year. There's a lot of history here. Wichita State went to the Sweet 16 in 2015 and 2013 under Greg Marshall. Made the Final Four that special year, 2013 as a 9 seed. Then in 2014, they were undefeated going into the NCAA tournament, 34-0. They got upset by Kentucky in the 2nd round. And the Roundhouse can be a really electric environment here in Wichita, Kansas.
But, I mean, anytime you have a new coach come in, that's tough. And you mentioned some Final Four teams and deep tournament teams. We had some special appearances here today.
None deeper than the 1965 Wichita State Shockers.
Bring them out!
There they are. Members of that Final Four team.
Those guys ran Wichita in 65. Ran Wichita. That is awesome. So cool that they brought them out to recognize them. Big-time Final Four run.
They had 2 NBA players on that team. Dave Stallworth passed away in 2017. He led the way with 25 points and 12 rebounds per game. It's Memphis basketball.
Shot clock. That's where he starts to stack points in a hurry.
He's 5 for 5 from the stripe. Gets the bonus. Xavier Bell's re-entered the lineup for Wichita State. He sat for the last 3 or 4 minutes. He's in some foul trouble. He's picked up 3. And a foul called on Memphis over the back.
Wow.
Allows them to set their defense. Nursing a 1-point lead. How do you break this pressure if you're Wichita State?
I think you keep your head up and you do not turn your back because it could get dangerous. And give it to the Croatian in the corner.
He missed the 3. Long rebound run down by a Tiger. Harris is checked in. Haggerty trailing 3 buckets.
That's the problem if you're Wichita. He gets 6 free throws and he comes down. He finds his rhythm. And then you're in trouble because then Memphis is going to continue to play fast and find him early. Now he walks into one, and that's tough.
Bell, he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul called on Cisse.
But Memphis, Dante Harris comes up with this defensive rebound. They take off running. This is a terrific pass across the court. And I'll say this, P.J. Haggerty, last season, I didn't see him as a great three-point shooter. This year, 43.6% from beyond the arc. And whenever you put so much pressure on the rim and on the defense by dribbling into him and drawing some of those fouls, I mean, if you were able to knock down shots, tough dude to guard.
And Penny Hardaway has a loaded staff. Mike Davis is on the bench. Nolan Smith, who I know you played against in the ACC. And all of their guards, their shooting has skyrocketed from their previous stop a season ago.
A lot of it's reps, and some of it's just learning from the right guy. Nolan Smith was a player. Good pass.
Carter lines it up. He drills it. Memphis is heating up here in the second half.
Terrific pass. Strong side quarter, and here comes Memphis.
Quick hands by Harris with the steal. Carter back to back. He got it.
2 for $1. James. P.J. Carter. The Atlanta native, 3-time transfer, found a home here in Memphis, but it's been Dante Harris. Defensive rebound leading to a transition 3 for P.J. And then a 3 in the corner for P.J. But Dante Harris coming off of ball screens, finding P.J. in the corner, give me 1. And then the next possession down, the push ahead, P.J. Carter, 2 for $1.
Subscribe.
Other sausage brands use non-meat filler. That's just non-good. Keep it real, people, and keep it juicy.
Boogie woogie jam slam, bust the dialect, I'm the man.
Break free with the new Opera GX, the browser that puts you in control with a brand new design that frees up even more pixels for personalization and an inventory of features to up your game at every level.
Subscribe.
Like GX Control to help rein in your resources with integrated limiters for RAM, CPU, and network. A sidebar for direct access to your favorite side quests, streams, and posts, and built-in privacy tools like ad and tracker blockers and free no-log VPN. Check into GX Corner for the latest news, deals, and free games. But what really makes our hit different is mods, giving you the power to change everything from animated wallpapers to themes, sounds, music, and shaders, so you can change everything. Get Opera GX.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events. Infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Rapid symptom relief and lasting steroid-free remission are possible with Rinvoq. Ask your gastroenterologist if switching to Rinvoq is right for you. You could pay as little as $0 per month.
Got one more, Antoine.
With USPS Ground Advantage, it's like you're with us every step of the way. Stay in the know from your dock to their door.
For a limited time at Domino's, get the Dream Pizza Deal. Any pizza you want for just $9.99 online. Because any pizza with any crust and any toppings means you can order the pizza you've been dreaming of. All for the dream price of $9.99. The Dream Pizza Deal at Domino's.
One way or another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one way or another.
I'm gonna see ya. I'm gonna get you one way or another.
Puts it up for the win. It's good. Right hits it. Mean Green winning. Oh, that's the move for the Owls.
Spectacular dunk.
Here comes the giant white faithful.
Doubles it out to Haggerty. End of the clock.
Subscribe.
Well, crazy stuff happens in these conference tournaments. Like in the Big East tournament back in 2021 when Dante Harris guided Georgetown, who finished 8th in the Big East regular season, to 4 wins in 4 days. He was named the MVP of that Big East tourney, and they got to the dance.
The Dave Gavitt Trophy. That's a pretty distinguished trophy in its own right. Big East, a fun league to watch as well. But I think Dante's been the guy who's been the catalyst. Nice move. Xavier Bell finally takes the lid off for Wichita State. But Dante Harris has changed this game with his speed and with his quickness in the open floor decision-making. Because sometimes you play P.J. Haggerty and Tyrese Hunter together. Both of those guys are more known as scorers. Harris can bring the heat differently, and another terrific pass in the pick and roll.
Ballard with the rejection on the inside, just smothering Cisse.
Subscribe.
Bell 3 trailings in and out, and Jourdain's up high to clear it for Memphis. The last 3 Memphis makes have been 3-pointers. Haggerty knifing in, throws it up. Tap out. Carter, he has it blocked. Wrenched loose by a Shocker. It's Washington. Rejected.
Subscribe.
Jourdain with the eraser. Out of bounds.
Was that Superman or Nick Jourdain?
Shocker basketball.
What a block. We've seen some athletic feats today, but my goodness, Nick Jourdain. Look at the effort coming back here. He's in the back of your screen. You don't even see the man right now. My goodness, the effort. You think Memphis wants one on the road? Holy smokes. What a block. And then the hustle on the back end of that play to get Wichita State the ball back.
Subscribe.
Now Bell gets in the mix.
Much ado about nothing.
This game is intense. Cortez splits the defense. Floater pops out. Tip in. Finally, Wichita State pops that lid off the bucket.